What's up, everybody? This is your boy Montre, and I just wanted to talk today about how to manifest your reality using numerology. Been talking a lot about manifesting in a couple of videos. Have made a video about a couple of weeks because I've been busy manifesting. Sometimes you gotta focus on your life and get things started and done right. I'll tell you that story in a second. Okay, so the past few months, I gotta enjoy some wine real quick because I just got off of work. You know how it is. For the past few months, I've been wanting to manifest more income in my life. That's a pretty good thing to want to manifest, and there's several ways I've been going about doing it. One, like in the last video, I told you I like to write things down repeatedly and put down what I want to see in my life, how I want to see in my life, how I see my life. And this has taken a couple of months. Now, originally I had a job and I was hoping that perhaps this job would give me a raise. So that's one thing when I want to talk to you about manifesting. You don't want to be too specific. You know, if you want to have more money, just say, I want a salary of this much or this much. Don't be so specific as I want to get a raise or I want this person to be interested in me. Be more like, if you're interested in a relationship, for example, say I want a relationship with a person that treats me like this, okay? So have qualities, use those qualities. That way you allow the universe to be a little bit more flexible with how things happen, and you're more adaptable to how the universe will be towards you or how it brings things to you. So I was telling the universe, and as I was meditating, as I was trying to manifest things, as I was writing things down, I was saying how I wanted to manifest it is that I wanted a salary of X amount of dollars. Eventually, I lost the job that I was working at. Now, in any other situation, I would have probably got worried because I'm like, well, this isn't working. I didn't get scared. I didn't get discouraged that it wasn't working. But I had to realize that what was going on over that summer was a time for me to in transition, because that's what happens usually when you're manifesting something, especially something very big. You may have to lose something in order to gain something. I'll say that again. In order to manifest something big, you may have to lose something in order to gain something. That means you got to make room for it. You got to be at a point where it's going to come into your life, especially if it's something better than what you already have, or if it's a better situation. Okay? Sometimes you may lose property, you may lose friends, you may lose that job. In my case, it was a job. But I spent those few months meditating and focusing on what I want. Now, how did I use numerology? During this past summer, I started learning a lot about numerology and timing. And this is very important, and I want to kind of help you guys with that. And I don't know if I can tell you everything that I learned about numerology this summer, but I'm going to give you a few tidbits. Hopefully, and maybe I'll make several videos because I don't want this one to be too long. But it's good to know your personal numerology because every number has a meaning. Every number has a meaning, and when you know your own personal numerology and you know the meaning of those numbers, then you know when to move and when not to move. The universe is about balance. The universe is like a huge clock, and when you know what time it is, you know what time to do things. Okay, so you're not going to punch off the clock at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and say, well, that's the end of my day. Good night, everybody. No, because it's lunchtime. It's an internal thing that we all know. It's time to get up around 6 or 7. It's time to eat lunch at 12. It's time to go home at 6. We have our own timing that we do in society, but the universe also has its own timing. To figure out the universal year that we're in today, all you have to do is add up the date and come to a single digit number. You can Google this stuff, but I'll talk about it in a video. So, for instance, it is 2016. You add 2 plus 1 equals 3, plus 6 equals 9. 9 is a number of something is ending. It's a year of wisdom where we're learning everything that has come in the past. It's about coming together and wrapping things up. So this is a year of wrapping things up and not beginning something new, but learning from what we have in the past, learning what we have known in the past, and using those lessons before we go on to a new beginning next year. 2017 will be a 1 year, which means new beginnings and taking leadership. New beginnings as in we will have a new president in 2017. 2016 is a year of endings. So there's going to be a lot of things that will wrap up and have closure this year. Now, if you want to know your own personal year is quite different from the universal year that we are experiencing right now. In order to know your own personal year, you take the month that you were born, the day you were born, and you add it to the present year that we have. So in my instance, I was born on March 7th. So 3 plus 7 is 10. That adds up to one digit number 1. Plus the present universal year 9. I'm in a 1 year. It is a year for me beginning things. And this, in that retrospect, I began a new job this year. So as you can see, I'm pretty much on the same vibration that my personal year is on. So figure out your own personal year and figure out what is it that you're supposed to be focusing on. And you say, well, okay, well, in Montre, I figured out my personal year. Quickly, I'll go through the whole years, all the personal years through 1 through 9. And so you can know. So if you have a 1 year like I do, you should be starting something, beginning something new. Okay? This is your year to be a leader. If you're in your personal 2 year, it's a year for you to gather relationships. Be a little bit more passive. Not so much aggressive, but more of a diplomat. You need to listen to people. You need to be a follower. Okay? This is your year to be a follower. If you're in your personal 3 year, it's your year of creativity and self-expression. Take the time to enjoy the arts. Go out, see something new. If it is your personal 4 year, it's a year of stability. You may want to spend more time at home. It's your year of working and getting things done, creating a solid foundation. If it is your personal 5 year, it is a year of fun. Maybe you're a year to kind of, you know, have a little hanky-panky fun, you know what I mean? Not so much like a 3, but it's kind of like childhood fun, you know, just have a good time. This is your year to have fun. Get out, go somewhere, travel, meet somebody new. If it's your personal 6 year, it's about balance and harmony. It's about spending more time with your family, spending more time with your friends, creating peaceful situations. If it is your personal 7 year, it is your year to meditate, not be around everybody. There's a time to rest, and this is your year. If you're in a personal 7 year, it's your time to meditate, get very spiritual, go back to spiritual things that you do, whatever your spiritual practice is. Spend more time alone trying to figure yourself out. If you are in a personal 8 year, it's the year of money. Time to make money. It's a time of business. Time to make some business deals. It's a time to share that idea, you know, do more business things. Take command of your financial status. Ask for that raise. Be aggressive about it. Personal 9 year, already talked about it. It's a time to end some things, wrap things up. Anything that you haven't done in a while that you started, it's time to finish it in that 9 year. And now we're back on 1. So, like I said, 1s are about beginnings. So as you see, everything goes in cycles. And there's some power numbers too I can talk about, but that's pretty basically it. When you know those vibrations, you know what to do on certain months, on certain years, and certain days. I'll teach you how to find your personal days later. Leave me a comment if you've already done this before, if you tried it before, or if you have your personal number and you want to know more about it, leave me a comment. I'll try to give you what I know, because if you don't do it, then who will? Peace out, guys.